Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to SolidWorks Assembly. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss something with you people about the mates, and especially inside the mates, I'm going to discuss with you people the common mates. Okay. So in assembly, you must need the components that you want it to be assembled together. Okay. So for that, I want to insert them. I want to add them into my assembly. So just click on insert components and let me make them a little bit like this. Okay. So I want to insert some of the components for using the common mates. Okay. Regarding, so let me choose a whole plate for now and let me place it in over here. Okay. So here, if you note, so here, for example, if I want to move these components, so a menu or pop-up, okay, you can't move this because the component is fixed. So what to do, I will just right click on this face or this body and make it float. Okay, now you can move it. Now, three things you must know. For example, if you want to rotate the whole assembly by pressing and holding the middle mouse button, and if you want to just rotate this entity, you can just click and holding the right click and just rotate it. Okay. Now, let me insert another component, and that is this part. See? Okay. The next component I wanted to add to my assembly is this bolt. See? And the next component I wanted to add this one also, and let me add some other components as well, like this one. Okay, so now you can use the mask by two ways. Okay, either by selecting the components and either by come to mates and just select from here. Either you can make the coincident mates, parallel mates, perpendicular mates, tangent mates. So all the standard mates can be pop up with you people by selecting any of the components and come to the, let me select this component for now, and here we have a tab, the same tab as over here as well with you people. So if I select the component and come to mate, okay, so I wanted to make a coincident mate, okay, this component with this face. Okay, so now you can see all the standard mates pop up with you people. Okay, you can see here. So let me make the coincident mate first, and you can just flip the direction. Okay, either in this way, either in this way. Let me make in this way. Okay, the next mate, that is known as the parallel mate. So let me make a parallel mate as well. For example, if I want to make a parallel mate in between this face and this face, make them parallel. So now you will see they are parallel together. Okay, they are parallel together. Let me check and the see here. So right now you can see both of these surfaces are parallel together. Let me check. Okay, right. The next thing that is known as the perpendicular. So for that, what I can do, let me insert another component for that, and that is this component for now. Okay, right. Now in this case, I wanted to make another mate in between this face and come to mate and select this face. Okay, now they're coincident. I want to make them perpendicular. Okay, I want to make them perpendicular, and say okay. Right now they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, right, let me make another mate, and for example, if you want to have another such kind of situations for the perpendicular mates, so you can do that. Okay, for example, I want to make a perpendicular mate in between this face and this face, make them perpendicular. See, now they are perpendicular to each other, and say okay. Right, the next that is known as the concentric mate. So how can I do that? Okay, let me delete some of the mates from here. Just right click and delete this mate for now. Okay, this one also, delete this mate for now, and let's do okay. So concentric mates, let me select this bolt, come to mate, and now let me select this hole for now. Let me select this hole and make them concentric. Okay, see, now let me select this face and this face. See, make a coincident mate in between these two faces. Okay, now the last one is lock. Okay, for example, I want to make this body. Okay, if I want to make this body and come to mate and select this object, and I want to make them lock. Okay, okay, and again press OK. So now you can't move them separately. Okay, if you want to move one entity, the other one will also move with that. Okay, so that's why we have locked them. Let me delete the lock for now, and delete this one. And the next thing that I wanted to have come to mates, what's remaining, that is known as the distance mate. Okay, so for that, let me insert components, whole plate for now. Okay, right, so now I wanted to make this face, go to mate, this face, parallel, go back, and let me make this edge with this edge. Okay, see, let me make this face and this face. Okay, okay, let me do one thing, make it fixed. See, and just like this face, come to mates, and here we have the distance mate and angle mates. Let me define the angle mates, and this face, let me define, this is 30, you can assign them 45. Okay, and okay, okay, now you can just drag this component. Now we have made an angle of these two faces 45. Okay, and last thing, that is known as the distance mate. So what we can do is, for example, let me make another mate in between this face and this face, and let me make them parallel together. Okay, and the last one, let me make this face and this face, and going, either you can come here distance mate, or either you can come here. Okay, let me make distance mate and assign the distance, for example, 100. Okay, remember one thing, coincident mate and distance mates are the same one. Okay, but it depends on you. Okay, for example, sometimes we need to give some distance. And the next thing, for example, if I check how much mates this components have to mate with the other one, so for that, come to view mates, and there are 3 mates. Okay, so you can just delete them one by one by right click on any of them and delete this one. Let me delete this one also, and delete this one also. Okay, now this component is right now free. So this was about the common mates. For example, if you don't want to have a parallel or coincident mate of this part, so for that, come to view mates, and you can delete any of the mate that you don't want to be in your assembly. And if you want to undo any of the mate, you can just delete them. Okay, so now, so hopefully you understand how can you use the common mates inside the SolidWorks assembly. Okay, so this is enough for today's video. In next video, I will discuss with you the advanced mate and how can you use that. So remember one thing, if you are new on my channel, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the notification bell icon. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.